Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tina and it is a beautiful day to be creating with you. Let's make a card today. I love card making. It's no surprise. It is instant gratification. Scrapbooking and journaling and telling my story has my heart, but my excitement, my creative mojo, and my love to share my little individual works of art card making is awesome, and I am obsessed with this card sketch right now. I'm showing it here with, I have to tell you, this is a running joke. I'm probably going to be laughing through this whole video, but this is the stamp set. It became available at the beginning of the month. This is video is being filmed the end of July 2023, but it's called One of Those Days. And it has like these little animals that just look like they have been through it, right? They're all super cute. We have been talking about these and making stories up about them and having fun. But this little guy here, we have actually called Dumpster Squirrel. We're like, he just had to dive into the dumpster to get his last meal. Look at him. So cute. And, but they have like, I know it's been a day, a week, or a year. I used to this so over this and on the inside, just one of those days, but also maybe chocolate will help. And I'm like, that's such a cute thing if you just want to give somebody like a little thing of chocolate with it. I already have plans for the owl to go on this sketch as well, but let's go ahead and take a look at this. So I'm showing it here with our One of Those Days stamp set, and you can find all the information on these products on my Close to My Heart website. I will put the link in the description so you guys can grab that. But this one is so good. This is a sketch that keeps on giving because I really think it's a great way to de-stash papers, and at least twice a year, I find a sketch that I can just dive in on, and it's going to look good with everything. Here it is, done with some Christmas papers, and on this one, I only used one kind of paper, just to kind of show the versatility and how successful this sketch will be. So the reason I love this is basically whatever fits on this piece, this front panel, you're good to go with, because this little strip that's here, you just slide back and forth based on what you center to the right of it. I'm sure you could also, do your stamping on the left, but, I've put it on the right and I really like it. But you just slide this back. So if you're doing a smaller one, you just fill that space in that you have and you put this right down the middle of it. So for example, I can see that the owl is already going to fit on this. Let me go ahead and just kind of grab that so you can see. The owl is going to fit on this, and I'm going to be able to do that. There's so many things, but I want to de-stash my papers, and I want to make it work for de-stashing the maximum amount of my papers. So I've, of course, went back and took stock of all my fabulous Close to My Heart papers that we've had, and there's nothing better than pairing something new with your old stuff so that you feel that you're still creatively working with something that you're super excited about. So this is our seasonal goodie baskets. And it's filled with everything. Now, it comes with this, not just this basket, but this crate down here. So we're going to take a look at that crate. And that crate is going to be the gift that keeps on giving with this sketch. You can see that the crate is going to fit, whether you stamp. Let me grab it. But I just want to grab that. My thing cuts there trying to come with me. That crate is going to fit. And you have a good bit of room right there at the top. But it's okay if you do this with a thin cut if it goes over that piece a little bit. So I think the crate is perfect to de-stash all of your papers that you've been building up over this last year, or maybe more. No judgments, no telling, right? And then the only thing I didn't notice was something to do the beach paper, the Cape Cod. But guess what? You have your card making stamp and thin cut set, and this is back in stock. I just posted about that today. So here you go. You could fill that little crate with a couple of the seashells that are in this, and you would be good to go. All right, let's go ahead and do this sketch that I'm obsessing over. All right, I have all my pieces, and we're going to go ahead and grab a standard A2 card base. I just use the Close to My Heart card bases because they're so easy and convenient, and they really do help me get a lot of crafting done. All right, the piece that I have here is 7/8. Now you can go to an inch. You can make it a little fatter if you would like. This one is 7/8 by 4 1/4, and this one is 3/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm just gonna layer those on top of each other. And I came up with this little, and you can, two-sided paper, right? I came up with this little rule for doing these, and it was if I was going to put my stamped focal on foam tape, I would leave this without foam tape. Just, you know, flat to the next layer. I mean, there's dimension because we're building up layers, but I would leave it at that point. I'm going to grab some Mocha ink, and I have one of my flat tools here. Give me some sponging. Get a nice edge on that, and then I'm going to go ahead and ink my other pieces as well. And I think I inked this one before I put it on. It looks like I did, but it will be just fine. Just rubbing the edges to get a little ink on those. And I've already stamped this guy, so I'm going to turn it over so I'm inking it towards me. Okay. There we go. This will be for another one of my cards. This is for the inside. I'm going to ink that. I'll show you what I did with that. Little sentiment piece. And I'm just going to ink all of these so I can take you through all the measurements. I have definitely been inking everything. I go through phases where I do something for a while and then I say, oh, I can't do that anymore. I've got to get a new look, and then I do something else, and I gave up inking for a little while, and now it's back, and I realized why I love it so much. Anytime I look at this, I think about the chocolate stamp pads that I went through multiple of. Okay, so I just inked all that up. I'm going to turn this back over so I can explain it as we go, and now we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go over the measurements for you. The base is, here we go. Your base is going to be 4.5 across, 3 1/4. 4.5, 3 1/4. This is mix-ins paper, and I love the mix-ins. I pull the mix-ins out and I let it travel with whatever it matches. So I go through my mix-ins, and I just moved this with Cozy Up. I have some Cozy Up paper here and some mix-ins. This is our next piece. It's going to be 1/4 inch all the way around smaller, or 1/2 inch, and this one is 4 by 2 3/4. And this is some more mix-ins paper, but you could just use a piece of paprika if you like. Remember, I'm destashing. So the only thing I care about is that I get the same pieces. So I will do all the paprika I have out of this, and then when that's done, I might use them for my inside pieces, the little leftover ones, but I will then grab my paprika or another mix-in or something else from Cozy Up and merge it all together. This piece here is from Cozy Up. That back piece is the scarlet piece from Cozy Up. All right, we already went over that. And then this is your front focal, and you could change this as well. 3 3/4 across, 2 1/2. All right, and then what I did was I stamped this with Mocha. I realize I'm gonna have to do this one. And then I stamped the little sew over this with paprika. And then I colored it with colored pencils, and I did this one with a different color palette. Not much, just the brown. I changed the brown so that you could see two different versions of that. This one here, you can see this one has more of a reddish brown tone. And this one here has more of like an orangey brown tone. Both of those are going to look so good because you're going to pick up the colors. But one of the things I do is I always test my colors on a little piece of paper, but I also flatten my point so that I get smooth coloring and not harsh lines. But when I want to do harsh lines, like get in here and do some of these little harsh lines, I just rotate my pencil a little. But the best way to do this is to use a piece of paper that's the exact color that you're coloring on, because you will get color variations. And we're going to be doing lots of fun with all kinds of coloring pencils and all techniques coming up. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I really like the colored pencils. I can just walk away and then come back and take a look at it. So I'll put all my color in and then I walk away. And then I come back and I take a look at it and I'll say, oh, that's really cute, or I like that, or not so much. Now, sticking with my rule, I'm going to grab some foam tape. Okay, so if this is flat, as I said, I do the strip on foam tape, and then if this is on my foam tape, I do that flat. All right. I just think it provides the best dimension. And now all you do with this piece, pick which way you would like it, is take up the difference. So between this, that way it's a little more forgiving with your stamping as well. And then you'll get to see a little bit from this, the right and the left of it. There you go. That's it. How simple is that? It is so simple, and I'm just obsessed with this sketch. Okay, I wanted this to look a little crazy on the inside, so I just took my little foam thing, and I was like, that's it. Make the noise when you do it. It really does help with your crafting. All right, I wanted this to look a little off as well, so not straight. Okay, and then a little crazy, right? All right, we're just going to put this in here so while I close it up, and I go over the front because I don't want that ink to transfer to the top of my card. Okay, so this is really our sketch, and it is so fantastic. I think that this is just such a great sketch challenge. I had so much fun creating this card. I really think that when you pair something old with something new, it can help you use up your stash. But what I really like about this are the big pieces that are here, and then it also has some smaller pieces. You have those options to do the inside, but I don't want to forget to mention that if your goal is to destash your papers, remember our goal is to use it up, clear it out, make way for something new, and also just to kind of help us organize and you know, downsize a little bit. Don't forget to do your envelopes. So we have our great thin cuts that do decorative envelopes, and you can find, I'll put that link in there as well. That will also help you combine everything, blend your beautiful cards together, and really get through some paper while you're doing those envelopes. Zip strips are always great across the bottom here, across your envelopes. Just really use up the paper and have fun. You could even add extra, you know, extra matting in the back if you want to use it up. It's great product. Let's share a little bit of art. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. If you found this video enjoyable, useful, you liked it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And always welcomed is dropping me a comment so I can say hi back. You guys take care and have a wonderful crafty day. Bye-bye.